Okay, viewers, and welcome back to Let's Play Ogre Battle. We just finished the introduction and character selection. Ready to begin our first level, so hover your cursor over the level. And scene 1, the beginning. This is the sort of almost tutorial map of the game. There, where it flashes boss, is ultimately where your goal is in the game. But we're not going to go right there, of course. That would be no fun to say let's play after all. So let's get some goodies first. First we're going to jump down here to this island. Notice how slowly you move in the water. Now of course I was turboing when I was moving through the water for your view and enjoyment, so you don't have to sit there and wait for me to get through the water. I just picked up a bayak, or a necklace, an amulet of some sort that appears to have some sort of magic ability. I'll be exploring what that item does in a little bit. But for now, I'm going to move my character by clicking him, clicking move, and then selecting the destination. And now I'm turboing again. Turboing, of course, is an option on a SNES or ZNES emulator, which allows you to speed up the game artificially. It helps get you through these long periods of travel. By moving your character to cities, you liberate them. Liberating cities does several things. First of all, it allows you to draw a tarot card, which affects your character stats. This card happens to increase intelligence. Second, it allows you to hear about what's going on in the level from characters in the city, such as this guy. He's giving me some helpful tips, but I'm not going to have him repeat it because that gets annoying. Liberating cities also affects your reputation meter, which is this guy off to the right here. This thing right here. If you have a high-lined unit liberate cities, it goes up. If you have a low-lined unit liberate cities, it goes down. Finally, liberating cities also contributes to your financial situation insofar as liberated cities generate gold each day at noon. Or, excuse me, not gold, but goth. So I'm going to liberate this city, and oh, and another thing liberating cities does, in addition to drawing tarot cards, you might meet special characters in the city, which, like this guy. This guy. He's basically saying he's been getting cynical serving as a knight, and he's pledging allegiance to you as the rebel leader, to fight until true peace has returned to the land. This guy tells me how to deploy him. Now, I'm not going to deploy him because it's not necessary for any reason whatsoever to deploy lands in this level. There are no enemy units other than the boss, so you just need to liberate the towns and so forth, collect some goodies, and then, yeah, from then on you'll be fine. Another good card. This guy's telling me about commands and battle and stuff, and I don't need to read these tutorials, statements by the monks, because I already know that. In fact, one of my goals is to show you some of these things. Before going to the boss, I'm going to take a little swim. Moving over water takes your character considerably longer than moving over land, as you can see here. Okay, see, it's noon here, and this is my tax statement. From the 2 cities that I've liberated, I'm generating $7,472 or goth, and my army costs... I'm sorry, I'm generating $82.32. My army costs $760 for a net of $7,472. That happens every day at noon, and that is how it works. Okay, I've managed to make my way over to the opposite shore. And another treasure! Yay! Now we're gonna go ahead and go up here to the castle. See what happens when we do. Let's do it. Fight it out! I love the little sayings in this game. Okay, so we got one wizard-looking guy over there, and we got my guy. Now, This is a good time to explain about battle tactics. Best means your character. This is not a good time to explain about battle tactics, actually, so I'm going to set it to weak, and we'll see what happens. I'll explain why I'm setting it to weak early on in the next level, which will be my next episode. Okay, so we've managed to kill the wizard, and we're declared the winner, and you've done well, and all now know your power. Our fate now lies in your hands, Joseph. Now, we shall fight together until the Zenobite Empire is brought to its knees. Get some fireworks here. And, most especially, we're going to get some bonus money. We are raking it in these days. Now we've got over 40,000 goth, and we get to save. But most importantly, we get to see our units. Now, because the level was so short, I'm going to spend some time editing my units, and I'm going to do it with you on board so you can see how it's done. First of all, though, let me just kind of show you some things. Here's Lance, the guy we picked up in the level, and then everybody else, they are units that you're given by Warren, the leader of the last level. And a lot of the units are based upon your character's selection and his alignment. So anyway, what you're going to want to do, in general, beasts such as hellhounds, giants, golems, griffins, octopi, these beasts do not contribute very well to the success of the game. So I'm going to remove some of these beasts. And actually, no, what I do is I remove the beasts. By the way, removing the leader removes all of the units from the unit, and then what you do is you go back over here and you click Add Unit, and you select the leader that you want. And we don't need this many units this early in the game, so I'm going to go ahead and remove this unit, and we're going to populate some other units with him. First of all, though, I need to change some formation issues, because, see, this formation here that this guy had, there's no room for any other unit, but yet there's enough space in the unit. No other character, but there's enough space in the unit for another character, so I'm going to condense them, essentially, so I can make room for a new guy. And I'm going to add a Valkyrie. Or, I'm sorry, a Amazon. Amazons, again, turn into Valkyries, witches, or clerics. I'm also going to do some work with the formation on this unit. Very nice. I'm actually going to remove... Yeah, I'm going to remove these two wizards. And I'll show you why in just a minute. I'm also going to go over to Lance's unit, and I'm going to remove these, one of the two wizards there. I'm going to add a Amazon, which again can turn into a Valkyrie or Cleric, or Witch. I'm going to remove my Beastmen, and two of my fighters. And just a little tip, you want to do as much character development as possible, because a character such as this fighter here, who starts the game, will have better stats, generally speaking, than characters who join the game later on. And so I'm adding a Griffin and a Amazon to this unit. And to Warren's unit, I'm going to add a couple wizards. And a couple fighters. Trying to keep some degree of level consistency here, but I guess I'll have to accept the fourth level guy there. Okay, let's see, let's add a couple fighters here. And let's change the formation. Now, Beastmen can hit from the front or the back, so I'm going to move him to the back. It's good in general to protect your leaders from front row hits, because they can die easily, which causes a lot of complications that we'll learn about in the next level. So I'm going to add, let's see, let's add a Amazon, a fighter, another fighter, and another Amazon to that unit. For now, I'm going to add 2 wizards. Actually, yes, 2 wizards. Another beastman and a fighter to that one. Okay. Now I really want to actually have a unit that does. I'm gonna remove 1 Amazon and 1 cleric here. I'm sorry, 1 fighter here. I'm gonna replace them with octopus. I'd like to start developing an octopus. Now, unfortunately, you're somewhat limited on your characters based upon what you have available at this very early stage in the game. So these units are not perfect, but they'll do. By the way, this is your excess unit bank. I'm going to go ahead and delete a few of these. I really don't need these extra hellhounds. I've got 2 level 4 hellhounds and 2 level 2 hellhounds. And the level 4 hellhounds come with warrants, so I'm going to keep them. And delete the less experienced ones. Okay. You're going to have a total of 100 units in your army. I have 46 right now, as you can see at the top there. You go ahead and save. And we'll call it an episode. Our next task is to defeat the level Sheriff. So if you've been watching, thank you. And remember, Professor Snuggles, he's got your back.